above the mirror throws a warm amber line, silver on my shoulders, pearls against my throat. I take my time with the clasp. There is nobody waiting, and the room holds the light the way I like it now. There was a man who liked me quieter than this, asked me to laugh softer, said the dress was too much. I learned to fold myself to fit a smaller table, and I call it love because I did not know the word. I don't dim my own light for a room that won't look up. I don't trade the shine for somebody's comfort now. If it's too bright for him, then he can close his eyes. I'm not turning myself down to keep somebody near. Some nights the quiet cost me more than I let on, but I'd rather stand alone in all this amber glow than dress myself in gray to make a man feel taller and come home to a house where I don't recognize me. I don't dim my own light for a room that won't look up. I don't trade the shine for somebody's comfort now. If it's too bright for him, then he can close his eyes. I'm not turning myself down to keep somebody near. I don't dim my own light, not for anyone. I'll keep it burning warm until the right one comes. He held the door. He called on Sunday like he said. Nice suit, nice manners, never once unkind. 6 months of dinners in the quiet part of town, and nothing in me ever moved across the table. My mother liked him, said that steady is a gift, and steady is a gift. I've seen the other kind, but I sat there in the candlelight and waited for a pull that never came, and it never came. Kind wasn't enough, and I hated that it wasn't. He deserved a woman who lights up when he walks in. I could have stayed for comfort, could have called it love, but I won't spend a life on almost. So I told him. He didn't argue, and that made it so much worse. Just folded up his napkin, said he understood. I walked out in the cold and cried on 9th Street, not for losing him, but for the years I nearly gave. Kind wasn't enough, and I hated that it wasn't. He deserved a woman who lights up when he walks in. I could have stayed for comfort, could have called it love, but I won't spend a life on almost. So I told him. Kind wasn't enough, and I hated that it wasn't. I hope somebody finds him and lights up when he walks in. He talked for 40 minutes, and he never asked a question. Ordered for me wrong and made a joke about my work. The waiter kept refilling, and I watched the candle burning. And somewhere around 9, I knew exactly what this was. 10 years ago, I would have smiled right through dessert, laughed a little louder, made myself agreeable, sat there being pleasant while he talked about his ex-wife, and wondered what was wrong with me for wanting more than this. So I left the second date early, took my coat and said goodnight. No excuse about the morning, I just told him it was fine. I walked down to the corner in my good shoes and my silver, and the cold felt like a favor I was doing for myself. time an empty Friday scared me half to death. Now the empty ones are quiet, and the quiet is my own. I put the kettle on at 10 and let the record finish. And nobody in this apartment ever talks over me. So I left the second date early, took my coat and said goodnight. No excuse about the morning, I just told him it was fine. I walked down to the corner in my good shoes and my silver, and the cold felt like a favor I was doing for myself. I left the second date early, took my coat and said goodnight. And the cold felt like a favor I was doing for myself. Sarah wore her mother's veil and cried through both her vows. I held her flowers while she practiced in the hall. Table 9, the single women, candles and a card, and one name on the place card where 2 names should have been. They called the single women out onto the floor. I almost didn't go, I almost stayed and poured the wine, but the band was playing something slow and everybody laughing. So I stood there in my silver with my hands out like a girl, and I caught the bouquet anyway. Roses in my arms, everybody clapping, and my eyes a little wet. I'm not waiting on a wedding, I'm not counting down the years, but I'd be lying if I said I never wanted it. I put them in a jar of water on the windowsill at home. They lasted about a week, and then I let them go. Some nights I want the whole thing, the vows, the crowded room, and some nights I'm just glad I never settled for the rest. And I caught the bouquet anyway, roses in my past midnight, and I know the name by heart. He only ever calls me when the bars have all closed down. 2 years of this, the sweet talk and the disappearing, and I used to answer every time, and I would answer smiling. He'd say, I've been thinking about you all week long. Then he'd be gone by Sunday like he never said a word. I told my friends it's casual, I told myself it's fine, and I cried in the shower where nobody could hear. So I let the late call ring, and then I let it ring again. Lamp off, record down, and I stayed right where I was. It rang out 4 times over, and it never rang again. And the quiet was the loneliest good thing I ever did. I don't hate him, he was honest in his way. He never once pretended he was building me a life. But I'm too old to be somebody's after midnight habit. I want my name said early in the evening in the light. So I let the late call ring, and then I let it ring again. Lamp off, record down, and I stayed right where I was. It rang out 4 times over, and it never rang again. And the quiet was the loneliest good thing I ever did. And the quiet was the loneliest good thing I ever did. There was a version of me who never asked for anything, who said whatever's easy, said I really don't mind, who waited to be offered what she should have simply said, then went home and wondered why she felt so far away. I lost a good man once by being easy to please. He never knew a thing about the wanting underneath. I made myself so simple that there wasn't much to hold, and it took me half my 30s to learn what that had cost. So I tell him what I need in the kitchen, in plain words, not a hint, not a mood he has to solve across the room. It's the bravest thing I do, and my hands still shake a little, but a love I have to guess at. Isn't love enough for me? He listens with his coffee going cold between his hands. He doesn't always give it, but he never makes me small. And that alone is more than what I settled for at 20. I know the difference now, and I will not forget. So I tell him what I need in the kitchen in plain words. Not a hint, not a mood he has to solve across the room. It's the bravest thing I do, and my hands still shake a little, but a love I have to guess at. Isn't love enough for me? I tell him what I need in plain and ordinary words, and a love I have to guess at. Isn't love enough for me? At the mirror with the pins between my teeth, every strand up off my neck, the silver at my ears. There's a woman in the glass who doesn't argue with herself, and it took me all these years to be able to meet her eyes. I used to wear it long because he said he liked it down. Kept a whole self folded up inside another person's taste. Grew it out for one man, cut it short to spite another. And I never once asked me what I wanted it to be. Hair up, mind made up, and the evening is my own. I know the man I'm looking for, and I know the ones I'm not. I don't need a hand to hold to walk into that room. And if nobody's there tonight, I'll still be glad I came. There's a freedom in the knowing that took years to come around. The no arrives much faster, and it doesn't cost me sleep. Some Fridays I go home alone and put the kettle on, and I take that over lying in a life that isn't mine. Hair up, mind made up, and the evening is my own. I know the man I'm looking for, and I know the ones I'm not. I don't need a hand to hold to walk into that room, and if nobody's there tonight, I'll still be glad I came. Hair up, mind made up, and the evening is my own. And if nobody's there tonight, I'll still be glad I came. He asked me on a Thursday in the corner of a bar. No music and no candles, just a small blue velvet box. I said yes before I thought, and wore it for a month. And every time I looked at it, my whole chest went tight. It wasn't that he hurt me, he was never cruel at all. He just never asked me questions about anything I loved. He had the next 10 years drawn out, and none of it was mine. And I saw the whole thing coming, like a train down a hill. So I gave the ring back on a Sunday in the rain, set it on the table, and I watched his shoulders drop. It was the hardest hour I have lived through in my life, and it was still the kindest thing that either one could do. My mother didn't speak to me for most of that whole year. Everybody had opinions on the woman I should be, but nobody was gonna live those 10 years but me. And I've never once looked back and wished I'd let it stand. So I gave the ring back on a Sunday in the rain, set it on the table, and I watched his shoulders drop. It was the hardest hour I have lived through in my life, and it was still the kindest thing that either one was the hardest thing I've done, and I'd do it all again. He said, let me drive you, it's no trouble, it's on the way. And his hand was on my back, a little lower than it should be. The bar had gone to closing, and the street was slick and shining. And something old and careful in me said, don't get in that car. Nothing happened, nothing bad. He might have been alright. He'd have dropped me at the corner and then driven home to bed. But I've spent too many years explaining what I felt to men who told me kindly that I read it wrong again. So I walked home in the rain instead. 40 minutes, silver heels, ruined a good pair of shoes, and I was soaked down to the skin. There's nobody to tell it to. There's no story in it either. But I trust myself these days more than I wanna write. I let myself in dripping, made the tea and turned the lamp on, put my shoes out on the radiator, laughed at the state of me. It cost me $30, and it cost me nothing else. And I slept the way you sleep when you have kept a promise. So I walked home in the rain instead. 40 minutes, silver heels, ruined a good pair of shoes, and I was soaked down to the skin. There's nobody to tell it to. particular quiet in a house at 9:30, when the plates are in the rack and there is nobody to call. I won't pretend I love it, I won't dress it up as freedom. Some evenings it just sits there in the room with me. I could have someone here tonight, that's the truth of it. There's always someone willing, if you're willing to be less. I've seen the trade up close, I watched my sister make it, and she laughs at things that aren't funny in her kitchen now. But I'd rather be lonely than small. I decided that years ago. I'd rather eat alone than shrink to fit across a table. Lonely has an end to it, small just keeps on going. So I keep the lamp on late, and I keep myself whole. It isn't all hard nights, most of them are good. Books and rain and records and a phone that doesn't ring. I've built a life I like inside these four warm walls, and whoever comes will have to be a gift and not a trade. But I'd rather be lonely than small. I decided that years ago. I'd rather eat alone than shrink to fit across a table. Lonely has an end to it, small just keeps on going. So I keep the lamp on late, and I keep myself whole. I'd rather be lonely than small. I decided that years ago. Lonely has an end to it, small just keeps on going. For about 10 years they asked me every time we met, so who are you seeing? Is there anybody new? They had a cousin, had a co-worker, had a guy from the gym, and I'd smile and say I'm looking. Then I'd change the subject fast. Then somewhere around the summer it went quiet on that front. The questions turned to houses and to schools and to their kids, and And I noticed, and it stung more than I want to admit, like they'd all agreed on something without telling me. My friend stopped asking, and I felt the quiet of it. Everybody's story moved along, and mine stayed where it was. But I'd rather be the one they've all stopped asking about than the one who married anybody just to end the question. Karen calls on Tuesdays, and she tells me that she's tired. Says she loves him, says she'd do it all again. And I believe her, but she asked me what the quiet tastes like after 9 at night. And neither of us had an answer that was simple. My friend stopped asking, and I felt the quiet of it. Everybody's story moved along, and mine stayed where it was. But I'd rather be the one they've all stopped asking about than the one who married anybody just to end the question. My friend stopped asking, and I felt the quiet of it. But I won't marry anybody just to end the question. He had the house already and a good name in this town. Said we could skip the wondering, said we'd be settled by the spring. Everybody told me it's a good deal, take the good deal. And a part of me was tired enough to almost let it happen. It would have been so easy, that's the thing about it. No more Saturdays alone, no more questions from my mother. He was decent and he wanted me, and I could see the whole road, and it went out flat and gray as far as I could look. So I turned down the easy yes, and I let the heart maybe stand. Told him I can't be his answer just because The easiest will keep you fed. It just won't keep you warm. And I've been cold before, and I have always warmed back up. He married someone else in June. I sent the two of them a card. I meant every word of it. I hope they're glad they found each other. I still don't have the house, and I don't have the good name either, but I've got a life that fits, and I put it on myself. So I turned down the easiest, and I let the hard maybe stand. Told him I can't be his answer, just because I'm tired of mine. The easiest will keep you fed. It just won't keep you warm. And I've been cold before, and I have always warmed back up. I turned down the easiest, and I let the heart maybe stand. The easiest will keep you fed. It just won't keep you warm. Every year or so a friend will sit me down and say, maybe you should soften it, you're running out of time. Maybe nobody's perfect and you're waiting on a ghost. And I let them say their piece, and then I pour us both some wine. It isn't a long list, it was never a long list. Be kind when you are tired, tell the truth when it is hard. Want the same kind of life, and mean the things you say. For things, and I've watched grown men walk away from all four. So I keep the bar where it is, right where I set it down. Not up in the clouds, just above the ground I've earned. I moved it once for love, and spent 3 years crawling back. And I will not do that walk again for anyone. turns out to be when you stop auditioning for people who won't stay. The nights are long sometimes, but the mornings are my own. And I've never once regretted what I would not put down. So I keep the bar where it is, right where I set it down. Not up in the clouds, just above the ground I've earned. I moved it once for love and spent 3 years crawling back, and I will not do that walk again for anyone. I keep the bar where it is, right where I set it down, and I will not do that walk again for anyone. Most days I tell you honestly, I like the way I live, the whole bit and the whole week, and nobody to answer to. But there's an hour around 11 when the building settles down and the quiet gets so big it takes up every room. It isn't him I miss, it's nothing quite that simple. It's the sound of someone moving in the kitchen down the hall. Somebody who would notice if I didn't come home Friday. And I'd give a lot tonight for that particular small thing. Some nights the quiet wins, and I let it have the night. I don't fight it with the radio, don't call anyone at all. I just sit here in the lamplight with my hands around a cup, and I let it be as heavy as it is. It passes, it always passes. By the morning I'm alright. The coffee and the sunlight, and the world starts up again. I'm not sorry for the standards, and I'm not gonna move them, but I won't pretend the price of them is nothing. Some nights the quiet wins, and I let it have the night. I don't fight it with the radio, don't call anyone at all. I just sit here in the lamplight with my hands around a cup, and I let it be as heavy as it is. Some nights the quiet winds, and I let it have the night, and I let it be as heavy as it is. He said he'd call on Thursday, and the phone rang Thursday night. Such a little thing to notice, such an ordinary thing, but I sat there with it ringing, and I had to catch my breath, because I'd stopped expecting anybody's word to hold. The last one made me clever, made me read between the lines, made a detective of a woman who just wanted to be told. I got so used to weather that I forgot about the sun, and how simple it can be when someone means it. He says it, then he does it, and there's nothing in between. No decoding, no defending, no explaining him to friends. I spent years calling chaos love because it felt like something, and this feels like nothing much at all, and it's everything. To trust it, I still test it now and then. Ask for something small on purpose, just to see what he will do. And he shows up, and he shows up, and he shows up again. And the woman who kept the standard gets to see what standards by. He says it, then he does it, and there's nothing in between. No decoding, no defending, no explaining him to friends. I spent years calling chaos love because it felt like something, and this feels like nothing much at all, and it's everything. It, and there's nothing in between, and this feels like nothing much at all, and it's everything. He had a whole woman drawn up somewhere in his mind, softer than I am and quieter at parties. She didn't have opinions about anything that mattered. And for about a year I did my best to be her. I laughed at the right moments, and I lost the arguments, wore the color that he liked, and left the red one in the closet. Told him he was right about a thing he wasn't right about, and watched a piece of me go out like a light down a hallway. The version of me he wanted was a smaller, sweeter thing, and I could have been her for a while, but never for a life. He never asked me to be her. That's the part that stings the most. I just made myself convenient, and he let me. I found the red dress in the back the summer after that. Put it on to take the trash out. Laughed out loud alone. Whoever loves me next is gonna get the whole of it. The loud parts and the wrong opinions and the red. The version of me he wanted was a smaller, sweeter thing, and I could have been her for a while, but never for a life. He never asked me to be her. That's the part that stings the most. I just made myself convenient, and he let me. The version of me he wanted was a smaller, sweeter thing, and I could have been her for a while, but never for a life. He said, "You're a difficult woman," like he'd found me out at last. Like the word was gonna land on me and make me change my mind. I looked at him a long time, and I honestly considered. Then I picked my coat up off the back of the bar stool. I've been called particular, been called too much to handle, told I ought to loosen up, told I overthink the men. And every single time it came from someone I had just caught, and something small and stupid and not true. I'm not hard to love, I'm just hard to fool. Ask the friends who've had my spare key for 11 years. I will drive across the state for you at 2 in the morning. I just won't be talked out of what I plainly saw. The right one will not find this difficult at all. Say the thing you mean and do the thing you said you'd do. That's it, there is no trick to it. Half the world manages, and the ones who call it hard are telling on themselves. I'm not hard to love, I'm just hard to fool. Ask the friends who've had my spare key for 11 years. I will drive across the state for you at 2 in the morning. I just won't be talked out of what I plainly saw. I'm not hard to love, I'm just hard to fool. And the ones who call it hard are telling on themselves. For 2 years after he left, I slept along one edge, curled up on my own side, like the other half was spoken for. Kept the second pillow plumped, and I never moved a thing, as if the room were waiting and I had to keep it ready. Then one night in February, I was too tired to be careful, fell asleep across the middle with the lamp still burning low. Woke up at 6 diagonal, all arms and legs and blanket, and I laughed out loud at nothing in a quiet empty house. Now I sleep across the whole bed, corner to corner, all of it, both pillows just what's true these days. The bed is mine, the night is mine, and I have stopped apologizing. Someday there might be somebody who has to ask for room, and I hope he asks me kindly, and I hope I give it gladly. But he'll have to be worth the half of it, the half I'd hand him over, because I know now what the whole of it is like. Now I sleep across the whole bed, corner to corner, all of it, both pillows and the good side, and the window cracked for air. It isn't a triumph, it's just what's true these days. The bed is mine, the night is mine, and I have stopped apologizing. I sleep across the whole bed, corner to corner, all of it. The bed is mine, the night is mine, and I have stopped apologizing. My grandmother was married 60 years to the same man, and she told me on the porch once near the end, holding my hand, she said, "Don't you dare take less." I watched my sister take less, and she spent her whole life being polite about it. So I've got a picture in my head of what it's meant to be. Not roses, nothing fancy, nothing anybody envies. Just two people in a kitchen who are glad the other's there. 40 years of ordinary Tuesdays, and still glad I'm holding out for the real thing. And I know how that sounds. Everybody's got advice about the women who wait too long, but I have seen the real thing, and I know it can be done. So I'd rather sit here waiting than It might be just this apartment and my records and my friends, and that would still be a good life. I have made sure that it would. But I'm not gonna stop believing that the real thing is out there. I'm holding out for the real thing, and I know how that sounds. Everybody's got advice about the women who wait too long, but I have seen the real thing, and I know it can be done. So I'd rather sit here waiting than call something else that word. I'm holding out for the real thing, and I know how that sounds. But I have seen the real thing, and I know it can be done. I know exactly how he'll be, though I have not met him yet. He'll like it when I'm laughing at the far end of the room. He'll hear about the standards, and he'll say, well, good for you. And he won't be threatened by a woman who is sure. He'll be late one Tuesday, and he'll call to say he's late. He'll remember what my mother's name is, ask about her knee. He won't need me smaller, and he won't need me softer. He'll just need me here, and I will want to be the right one. Won't ask me to shrink, not an inch, not once. Won't need the lamp turned down to feel alright beside me. I kept the light on all these years for somebody like that. And if he's out there walking, he'll be looking for it too. If he never finds the street, I'll still be glad I waited. I'd rather be this woman here than the one I had to fake. Silver on my shoulders and the whole night still ahead. And whatever happens after, this part I got right. Me to shrink, not an inch, not once. Won't need the lamp turned down to feel alright beside me. And if he's out there walking, he'll be looking for it too. The right one won't ask me to shrink.